Welcome everyone. Let's start today's tour, TelePortal Tour 22, or retake of number 2, Interdisciplinary Interaction in Art History, Part 1. So I guide the Modern Museum in 2 parts this time and next tour, November. Come on please. There is 5 zones. So, education, natural science, humanity, art, and world. Today we go to art. 3 places are art history museum. Please touch the modern museum and window field art. Please touch the board so you can see nearby chat the modern museum. There is 8 destination, but please click first entrance. So here is a modern museum in the sky of Observatory. Look around, zoom out. You can see wind art installation by Comet Morigi. Very long, flexible and particle visualize wind field. Please look this panel. Einstein, Picasso, and Stravinsky. So strange physics, strange paintings, and strange music inventors. They were born only 3 years apart. Let's see how art depicted various human emotions and or social atmospheres as history progresses. But before we start, I talk about image language. So please look this slide. Basic grammar of image language. Neurophysiology. Visual cortex of human brain recognize the visual image unconsciously and instantly. So color is very quickly, and vertical line and horizontal line gives stable feeling, or minor deviation from vertical or horizontal gives unstable feeling. And distinguish slight difference of human face and expressions is also very quickly. And click blue. Number 4, curved line gives dynamical feelings. So curved line gives. And number 5, people likes geometric figures. Human remembers visual seeing not as image itself, but as ideal forms or information. So please look back and see your room. 1, 2, 3, and close your eyes. And look front, and please remember the scene of your room. You remember the room as an image, but information. So there is a bookshelf or windows, a curtain. But we cannot remember view image itself. Maybe through training of painting, people can remember image itself, but usually we can't image as it is. So ideas exist inside of our brains. So I named idealization. Artist keeps her impression or identity of the figures through such a transformation. And number 6, people can recognize 3D configuration through 2D image and through size and distance automatically. So human brain can recognize that left object is not trapezoid or parallelogram but rectangular unconsciously. And number 7, eyeball movement. So we are scanning by eyeball movement. So cut out well-balanced arrangement unconsciously. So symmetry arrangement is often seen in paintings, but asymmetric. But we can see well-balanced arrangement. And addition. So direction to what depends on culture. This is not a brain function, but by culture. So Western world language are left to right. So Western people watch paintings from left to right unconsciously. Lightning from left is also dominated in Western paintings. So please careful when you watch Eastern painting. Then come here. Please click blue cone. We'll go to 30,000 years ago. And there's 3 cave art. And first is 32,000 years ago. So most coldest, unstable, last glacial maximum. And middle is 12,000 before is here. Abrupt change before stable warming period. So a conveyor belt of ocean stopped by a huge water from glacial lake collapse. And third painting is 7,000 years ago is in a stable warm period. First is very photorealistic animal image. And the middle is I named idealized dancing people. And abstract design. So we can see 3 type of art. So cave art already has enough variety. I'm sorry, it is better to show Wikipedia URL in nearby chat by touch. But this region has a lot of script and consumes script time. So I avoid using script here. So floating text will continue to display even after script stop. But not inconvenient for education, I'm sorry. And next is Great Pyramid of Giza. 4,500 years before. Please look back, sharing screen. temperature becomes warm and stable, but sea level is still changing. Huge ice sheet on the continent were melting and flow into ocean, and so sea level is rising. But several thousand years ago, sea level also stable. Then constellation of power could be possible. Great Pyramid of Giza shape is right square pyramid. This is very unique and unusual shape. This gigantic presence gives us a solemnity feelings or sense of wonder. First inventor of squared pyramid may be Sneffel, father of Khufu. I can't imagine how Sneffel came up with this shape from the earlier step pyramid. I think it is possible that purely geometric thinking led to this shape. So very strange. And the next is pottery. The abstract lame buried under the ground. Just history of life cannot be traced without fossil. The history of art cannot be told unless artworks are preserved to the present day. Cave arts survived in limestone karst caves. So calcium carbonate coating on the painting surface can keep it alive to present day. And megalithic structures could also survive 4,005 years because they were built by sophisticated technology. And here, this is a papyrus scroll. So also papyrus were shielded by scrolling from sunlight and stored in tomb underground. And here, this wall painting is Pompeii, depicted by fresco technique depicted upon wet lime plaster. Calcium carbonate coated cave paintings can be said as natural fresco painting. And back to here. This is the nature spirits in Hindu and Buddhism, Yakshini of Santi temple. And so outside of here, you can see Samotrake's Nike. Also is female goddess or spirits, but quite different feelings. Samotrake's Nike gives us so eternal feeling, but Yakshini gives us dynamical feelings. I'm interested in these differences because I think the differences are similar to conservatives versus liberals in politics. I'll talk again at the end of today's tour. And this is Pantheon, ancient Rome. So Pantheon has a thick wall made by Roman concrete. So survived it 2000 years. So symmetry and favoring simple geometry. So circle or rectangular or and few small windows on the wall and pillars with roof, pillars with roof in front of buildings. This is the Roman style. Please remember. I go down. This is Hindu temple. A lot of variety and dynamics. But next is a Japanese statue, Maitreya. In Japanese, Miroku Bosatsu. Um, it's very quiet and calm. And but this origin is Yakshini in Buddhism or Hindu religion. So dynamics or stable is human favorite is wavering between eternity and dynamism. Come to Gothic age. This is a Gothic architecture. Notre Dame church. It has a huge and tall interior space supported by pointed rim bolts inside of the space and flying baptists from outside of the wall. So large stained glass window using pointed arches let a lot of light into the interior space. So Gothic church gives people a good sound effect and good light effect. I think it is strange that such a magnificent structure was built in age by man and horsepower only, uh, without steam engines. So such deluxe architectures was possible to build not only engineering development, but also because of Roman Empire's alliance with the Catholic Church. But since then, Western architecture has a repeated return to the Roman style. So I'll talk later. Then Gothic age. I'm sorry, I selected only one architecture. Uh, so Notre Dame Church and one relief statue and one book. I couldn't select paintings from Wikipedia of Gothic art because they don't attract me. But today, finally, I add one fresco painting. So on the other hand, go down. So from here, Renaissance age. There are so many famous and alive paintings or attractive paintings. They are alive. Comparing two ages, art seemed to have exploded in Renaissance like a Cambrian explosion in the history of life. So someone said Gothic age was the dark middle age of art under Catholicity. And in the Renaissance age, artists are able to express more freely due to rediscovery of ancient Greece and Rome. But another said it was only due to widespread use of egg tempera. Tempera allows excellent artworks to survive to present day. Egg tempera is a fast drying painting medium consisting of colored pigments mixed with water soluble binder medium such as egg yolk. Then the tempera paintings have been able to survive for hundreds of years. Until then, fresco paintings were the only way to survive for hundreds of years, but fresco paintings cannot be repainted, so difficult to dedicate expression. Several hours ago, I found tempera paintings were invented in the Gothic age. Not Renaissance, but Gothic age. So there are several tempera paintings in the Gothic age, but they are not as alive as other fresco paintings in the Gothic age. So I open Wikipedia and I show you. So this is tempera painting in Gothic age. And as an example, three paintings are tempera painting. Here and this and this. So not different from other fresco painting of Gothic, not attractive. Then back to secondary viewer. Come on, please. This is Michelangelo's creation by Adam. This was painted by fresco, but it is alive as other tempera paintings in Renaissance ages. So I think Renaissance was really an art explosion regardless of widespread of temperas painting. This is my conclusion. So why? One is invention of printing. People shared knowledge widely. And revival of Roman style. It's very rational. So at the age, Roman style architecture was built very much. Then today's last. At the end of the Renaissance age, there was a manualism movement. So look up. There is a Yakshini of Sun Temple. So I believe this manualism art is affected from Eastern art, Indian art. Renaissance art is basically stable. But some art is rather dynamical. Basically stable. There is a triangle. This is also stable. But maybe artists need to seek new impression to patrons to get status. So seeking a new impression. So sometimes the new impression is too excess. Then back to modest expression. So artists always wavering between stable and dynamics. So this is the end of today's tour because I'm not prepared yet. So see you next month. Try touch so YouTube board. You can hear music. I don't share sound today, so please touch. So Gothic church is so a very huge space. Give us very good sound effect. So people willingly give money to church. So this music is made by a huge space of church, Gothic church. I visit Notre Dame church 10 years ago. Sound effect is very good. That contributes development of harmony of music, I think. Goodbye and see you next month. Thank you.